Hello, blimey, is that where the weeks went? Yeah, I do look a little bit shiny, I must admit. I have just got out the shower and oiled myself. I'm just waiting for it to dry up. And the skin, yeah. Yeah, it's a bit oily. Ignore that. Just listen to my showbiz news. Can't believe what a week it's been. Simon Cowell, right, was interviewed on the news about the departure of David Walliams. We'll talk about that later. And he said, all I care about is great talent. What does that say? All I care about. Like, I don't care about the judges and I don't care about the contestants. I just care about great talent. What does that tell you? I mean, I suppose he couldn't go on about it, could he? Like on the news, the ins and outs of it, because I'm sure there's lots of ins and outs of it going on. But I must admit he's dressed better, innit? Because he dressed like he was in the 80s. What were those jeans? Like scuffs on the bottom and that. Oh, right. He's a millionaire. If I was a millionaire, I'd be wearing Armani suits, not bloody Primark. But he did look dapper. I must admit, he looked like he had a nice suit on. Anyway, so yeah, Amanda's Team David. I'm Team David. Well, of course she's going to be, isn't she? She was sitting next to him. But, no, she weren't. She was sitting next to Alicia. But she probably heard all the stuff that he was going on about, if you know what I mean. And she's just going to be impartial to the whole thing because she wants to keep her job. So, yeah, of course she's Team David. Of course she is. And if you notice, Alicia Dixon hasn't said anything. She's the nice one, I'm telling you now. She is such a lovely woman. Right, Posh Spice is upset about David Beckham's £180 million deal. What the hell, £180 million? I mean, like, £1.80 is a lot to me. £180 million. Oh my God, as if I ain't got enough money. They got enough money, right? He didn't really have to go over to Qatar. Oh, I've got a bit of Qatar. Yeah, I need coughing up. Yeah, that place needs a bit of coughing up, doesn't it? But yeah, like their son, Brooklyn, is godson to Elton John and David Furnish. Like, what's all that about? That's not champion LGBTQ rights. Olivia is the new Holly. You know Olivia? Hang on, I can't do it. Olivia Troutpout. Now, I think she's a lovely girl, but I'm sorry, you can't be the new Holly. Holly has trained extensively, right, in presenting. I've trained in presenting, but Holly got a lucky break. And you know, she is so stylish, so good at what she does. I don't think, Olivia, sorry, I don't mean to be cruel, but I don't think you are the new Holly. Yeah, maybe presenting something like Love Island, right? But you have to be a certain type of person to interview people. Now, I've interviewed people like Frank Bruno, Glenn Hoddle, name drop, Maxi Priest, Phil Jupiter's name drop, Sandra Dickinson, name drop, and a lot more, Jeff Brazier, name drop. And you have to be, I'm trained as well, you know, in acting and presenting. You have to be trained, and she's from reality TV, so you'd have to find the right thing to suit her. And also, can I just say, I'm probably going to get shot down for this, but like, people don't want to look at someone who looks like a blow-up doll on telly. You know, the looks and that. Right? They don't want to do that. They want to look at somebody who looks normal. Yeah, you know, makeup, yeah, I wear a bit of makeup. But that's as far as it goes, you know, like, there's normal people watching that telly for their entertainment. They don't really want to look at someone who doesn't look normal. They are normal, by the way, just thought I'd let you know that. Chris Moyles, he was out the jungle and he went, why am I out? And Matt Hancock's still in. Yeah, why? Why? What's going on? Why? Because I thought Chris Moyles was brilliant in there. I loved him. I think it's really sarcastic and calm. I like him. He'd be my mate in there. But Matt Hancock, why is he still in there? I'll tell you why, if you ever watched The Secret Law of Attraction. Because whoever's getting the most energy wins. So, you know, people want to see Matt Hancock and more about him and why he did what he did. Let's just hope he doesn't win, because that would just be an absolute pee-take. I'm hoping Jill wins. I really like her. Or Mike. I wanted Sean Walsh to win. I thought he's hilarious. I loved him in there. He reminds me a bit of me. Like, he ain't in this world, is he? He's like, I think he might be on the spectrum a little bit. Yeah, I liked him. I really liked him. Owen probably win though. Bit of eye candy. Rebecca Vardy. Right? Somebody set me up. It's bullshit. Oh, say it the way it is, darling. Do you know what I mean? Someone set me up. It's bullshit. Now, this has been going on for ages and ages, isn't it? And it's one of those things in the media we probably never ever know. It's like that whole Britain's Got Talent thing with me. You know, like, I knew David Williams was referring to me, and I come out on my Twitter and went, oh, he's talking about me, and then it was all on the front page of the Star the next day. But, you know, like, the Britain's Got Talent are now denying it. So Colin Rooney could have done that, but she's now denying it because of the courts. It's all to do with legal stuff. And it's just going to go on and on and on, this story, isn't it? But, like, isn't it funny that I think she's bringing out a documentary about it. So there's a bit of publicity. So she ain't going to shut up, is she? Right. Jason Momoa got his arse out. I mean, he's tasty, isn't he? He really is a tasty geezer. We're allowed to say that anymore? I don't know. After the Me Too thing, I don't know. Like, you're allowed to say it. But, yeah. Like, if I went up to him and grabbed his arse, which I probably would want to, but I wouldn't do it because I'm not a sexual predator, then, you know, you might feel like doing something. I mean, like, look, he's gorgeous. I think Jason Momoa is gorgeous. My mum says, he's a beast, Claire. You fancy a beast. Yeah, I do fancy a beast. He got his arse out. I mean, that's a nice arse as well. Yeah. He could have painted a W on the left cheek, W on the right cheek, and when he bent over it said, wow. I would just be saying, wow, anyway. I think he's a great actor, a great person. Anus man, not Aquaman. Yeah, Jen and Ange. Brad better watch his words or his back. So both of them, right, are Brad Pitt's exes, and they've ganged up on Brad Pitt. Right? That sounds like something that happens on this council estate in Harlow. Yeah, so they've done that. But again, funnily enough, Jen is bringing out of an autobiography. So there you go. It's all publicity, isn't it? Stacey Dooley's pregnant. Stacey Dooley? Stacey, I'm investigating pregnancies and strictly and investigating pregnancies. Well, nice. I was waiting for that to happen, to be honest. Meghan. I like Meghan. Harry has got a pact with William. Well, she's saying she doesn't like it when they have their little conversations, right? But all siblings do that because, remember, we were friends before you came into the family. So I bet she don't think that. She's got her own stuff going on. They just write any old thing, don't they? I bet she don't really think that. But, you know, people come into your family unit and then you lose touch with your siblings. That's just what happens. But also, funnily enough, that's going to be my catchphrase, I think, for this. Funnily enough, right, a biography about Harry's coming out now. It's not an autobiography, so he ain't written it. Someone's written it about him. I wouldn't want that. I'd want to write my own thing or get a ghostwriter. Yeah, put the willies up me. I'm a celebrity again. Boy George just wants to go home. Now, he went out a couple of days ago, didn't he? And he said he just wanted to go home. And I felt, I mean, like, yeah, You better add all them people around you. He loves the nature. I'd love it. Like, I'd love the nature. That's all I'd go. I mean, I've like stayed in tree houses in Thailand and mud huts in Ibiza and weird places in Goa. Do you know what I mean? Like, weird. I love all that. You know, get back to nature and that. But the people done his head in, right? So he's probably just wants to go home. But they won't let him go home, so I bet that's doing his nutting. And also, oh, we've got this as well. Oh yeah, my mum. I don't want Matt Hancock to win. My mum calls Matt Hancock Mancock. Mancock. That's genius. She shortened his name, Matt Hancock, to Mancock, and that says it all, doesn't it? Really. Catherine Ryan. This is interesting. This is really interesting. Fucking twitch your windows, twitch your curtains. Oh my God. We are a bit nosy, aren't we? Why do we want to know about celebrities' lives? It's weird, isn't it? But we do, because we're a bit like nosy, aren't we? But Catherine Ryan, I'm really nosy on this, right? Accuses an unnamed British TV celebrity to be a sexual predator. Who is this? Who is this? We're all psychically thinking, who is this? And it was in an interview with Louis Theroux. The thing is, though, she said they got really high profile, good lawyers. Like, you know, a bit like David Walliams has as well. So they can protect you. And the first thing Boy George said when he got out the celebrity jungle was, I need to ring my lawyer. So it's all about hiding stuff and hiding the truth. I just think, like, people who openly talk about sexual predators have, you know, like, experienced unpleasant consequences, which makes it dangerous to talk about such sensitive matters. Oh, that's what she said. That weren't a joke. That's what she said, yeah. But Catherine said, people who openly talk about sexual predators have experienced unpleasant consequences, which make it dangerous to talk about such sensitive matters. He's an open secret. So this guy is like an open secret. It's like the whole Jimmy Savile thing. Like, everyone knows, oh, he's a bit of a perv. You know, it's like down the pub, oh, don't talk to him, he's a lurker. You know. It's like, oh, we just brushed that under the carpet. But as long as you know about it, you know to avoid them. Yeah. I just that's like left me on a bit of a strange note, to be honest. I mean, like, David Walliams has now resigned from Britain's Got Talent, which probably is the right thing to do. His lawyers have probably told him that. You know, it's probably the right thing to do. But you know what I think? I just think the person who leaked that transcript, I mean, I love that person because I heard that happen and I knew that happened. And it's upset me for a long time. And, you know, like, don't meet heroes because, sorry, I got an itchy arse cheek. It's not an actual itchy arse, it's an itchy arse cheek. Yeah, just thought I'd tell you that. That's probably how I feel about this whole thing. It just makes me itch. And, like, just makes you like, ugh. Just makes me feel horrible. Cause it's been a really horrible experience for me. But, you know, it's now been dragged up. And you think, why did they wait 3 years for this? Right, that's been this week's celebrity gossip. I think Jason Momoa's arse wins. But I'm not sure if we're allowed to do that anymore. So it goes both ways, doesn't it, with the old Me Too thing? You know, am I allowed to go at Jason Momoa's arse? I really don't know. Anyway, let's hope Mancock doesn't win I'm a Celebrity. Have a good weekend. Lots of love. Enjoy your week. Bye.